Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Akilah Binti Muhammad Fansuri and I will present about McDonald background. As we can see, McDonald is conceived as one of the world leading fast food chain that has accommodated the life of people daily. This burger brand started by two brothers, D and McDonald in 1914. Their first McDonald restaurant was opened in San Bernardino, California, United States. Before this, they began by selling hot dog, where they used to own a hot dog stand. However, in years 1948, the restaurant was closed and then they opened to sell hamburger, french fries and milkshake. And then the restaurant became famous. The brothers began to franchise the restaurant in years 1954. Near Fuat was opened as the first franchise and the next restaurant was set in Fresno, California. In 1955, Roy Cross, as the franchise of McDonald, opened his first McDonald restaurant in Des Plaines, Illinois, where eventually gave birth to the formation of McDonald Corporation. And then the restaurant progressed well and success to sell 1,000 million hamburger. Roy Cross approached the McDonald brothers and persuaded them to sell all the business right to him, which they did for a sum 2.7 million USD. In 1967, the first McDonald opened outside the United States in Richmond, British Columbia, Canada. And in 1984, the company also became one of the main sponsors of the Summer Olympic, and it's the same year of the death of Roy Cross. Besides, McDonald started its first McDonald's service in Singapore in 2005.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Qurratun Nisya Binti Ahmad Idham. My matrix number is 1190712. So I will talk about determinant of demand for McDonald. So first, determinant of demand for McDonald is price of the food. So if the price, as we know, price of the food McDonald offer reasonable price for the food. So people will like to purchase food from McDonald compared to other fast food restaurant because of the reasonable price. So the demand will increase. Secondly, the determinant of demand for McDonald is consumer income. Consumer income increase, so the demand for McDonald also will increase. Third, the determinant of demand for McDonald is preference. As we know, young generation like to eat fast food, so they will always want to try new menu from all the fast food restaurant. So because of that, the demand for McDonald will increase. Next, determinant of supply for McDonald. So first, determinant of supply for McDonald is advancement of technology. So as the technology had advanced, McDonald able to produce more food in a short time, so the supply will increase. Second, ingredients, price of ingredients. So if the price of ingredient decrease or cheap, so McDonald able to produce more food, so the supply will increasing. But if the price of ingredients expensive or increasing, so the supply also will automatically decrease. And lastly, the number of producers. So if McDonald restaurant is increasing, so automatically also the supply will increase.
Production cost. Production cost for McDonald are divided into variable cost and fixed cost. The variable cost is the cost that vary with quantity of output produced, and the fixed cost is referred to the cost that do not vary with the quantity of output produced. If the quantity output is increased, so the fixed cost will remain the same, while the other costs like variable cost, total cost, marginal cost, and average cost will increase.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Intan Zulaikha binti Ahmad Yasin. My matric number is 1190715. So today I would like to explain about the type of market structure of McDonald. So McDonald is a monopolistic competition because there are many firms that sell similar type of product but slightly different from others. For example, KFC and McDonald, both of them sell fried chicken, fries and burgers. but they different in terms of their price, their taste, and their unique seasonal promotion. And none of these companies have monopoly in the fast food industry because no single company has influenced the market price. Next is SWOT analysis. Number one is the strength of McDonald, which is top 10 variable brands. According to the Forbes and Interbrand, McDonald worth until 40.3 billion US dollar. Number two, tasty food. It is believed that McDonald has the tastiest French fries in the food industry. Number three is developed technology. As we know, McDonald has technology which is a kiosk to implement the self-service order. Next is the McDonald weaknesses. Number one is a franchise business model. As we know, McDonald has opened many franchise at over 120 countries. So having and managing the web franchise is complicated and include higher maintenance costs. Next is supply chain interruption. McDonald is one of busiest food chains, so the chances for them to get interruption is high. Thus, it will affect higher operational costs. Next is a lack of employee satisfaction. Based on the research, many workers claim that the payment is not worth with the work. Next is opportunity of McDonald. Number one is a mobile order and McDelivery. McDonald has a partnership with Foodpanda and GrabFood to fulfill the needs of their customer. Number two is value meals. You can get tasty food and affordable price at McDonald. For example, like mix and match. Number three, innovative product. McDonald has to innovate their product according to the cultural taste. For example, in Malaysia, McDonald has innovate their product, which is the nasi lemak set. Next is the last one is a McDonald trend. Number one is a risky investment. As we know, invest on technology and machine is good, but the acceptance of public may slow down the return on investment. Number two is a cultural trend. For example, a few years ago, McDonald has to face a big scandal for using non-halal ingredient in producing food. So this will give the bad expectation of public to McDonald's. The last one is environmental concern. As we know, McDonald is a big company, so they have to minimize their wastage due to the ecological concern, but it's not that simple. Next is opportunity of McDonald. Number one is a mobile order and McDelivery. McDonald has a partnership with Foodpanda and GrabFood to fulfill the needs of their customer. Number two is value meals. You can get tasty food and affordable price at McDonald. For example, like mix and match. Number three, innovative product. McDonald has to innovate their product according to the cultural taste. For example, in Malaysia, McDonald has innovate their product, which is the nasi lemak set. The last one is a McDonald trend. Number one is a risky investment. As we know, invest on technology and machine is good, but the acceptance of public may slow down the return on investment. Number two is a cultural trend. For example, a few years ago, McDonald has to face a big scandal for using non-halal ingredient in producing food. So this will give the bad expectation of public to McDonald's. The last one is environmental concern. As we know, McDonald is a big company, so they have to minimize their wastage due to the ecological concern.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I want to present about the business strategy for McDonald. There have three challenges for McDonald. Firstly is trade from synthetic product. Reason of McDonald decrease in their profit is the limited choice of product they offer. Thus many people will go to synthetic product. The synthetic product such as Burger King, KFC and roadside burger stall. Even though McDonald open for 24 hours, there are roadside burger stall that still open at late night and even offers them cheaper price than McDonald as they charge for the service tax also. The second challenge is unhealthy food. The factor that might driven McDonald to lose profitability is they provide unhealthy processed food for customers. With higher price, people rather choose healthy food that have some price or even cheaper for their daily meal. In In addition, people receive for fast food only when they feel they want it due to avoiding health issues such as obesity. The last change is lack of flexibility. McDonald's standardization ensure consistency, but people in responding to the market variation. For example, people like knowing exactly what they really care when order a set of Big Mac burger. But now, people ready to look for customization order for food according to their personal tastes such as Subway and Chipotle dip. This will grab customers' attention, thus increase in sales profit. Next, I want to share about Al-Quran and Al-Hadith on business. In Al-Quran, successful Muslim entrepreneurs on business must have faith, which is taqwa to Allah SWT. Allah said in Surah As-Saff ayah 10 until 11, the meaning of the ayah is, you who have belief, shall I guide you to a transaction that will save you from a painful punishment. It is that you believe in Allah and His Messenger and strive in the cause of Allah with your wealth and your lives. That is best for you if you shall know. According to Imam Al-Ghazali, a Muslim who makes up his mind to adopt trade as a professional or to set up his own business should first acquire a true understanding of the role of business transaction codified in the Islamic Sharia. Without such understanding, he will go astray and fall into serious lapse, making his earning unlawful. And the conclusion, we know that McDonald is classified as a monopolistic competition because in the fast food business there are many other competitors as well. In addition, Al-Quran and Al-Hadith are both the main character to gain and growth on a business. That's all from me. Thank you for hearing about my explanation today. Thank you.